Before you book your summer vacation, buyer beware. There are a lot of flashy promotions hitting your social feed that may seem like an unreal deal, and my next guest warns they often are too good to be true. Kristin Hancock with Bright Life Travel is here to help us all travel smarter this summer season. It's great to meet you, great to have you.
Thank you.
You say promotions are great, but we really need to look at it with that discerning eye.
Yeah, so if you can find a great price on something, that's awesome. But the internet is kind of out to trick us sometimes with so many promotions and advertising. A lot of the time, they just want our clicks. So they want us to see almost too good to be true, maybe too good to be true price, so that we click on it and their search engine optimization goes up. So we just have to be really careful that we're seeing the full picture.
That's your first warning, is don't fall for those clickbait ads.
Yeah, so clickbait, we'll see a lot of that. So like I said, they just want, everyone's out to get a click, right? So we want our promotions or pricing to show up first. So especially when you're doing like a quick Google search, we'll see a lot of really unrealistic pricing. So you might say hotels in Orlando and not really see the full picture, but you might see something really almost too good to be true, and it probably is. So once you click it and get into it, you're gonna really see, like once you select dates, and go in, it might say, I think I gave an example of something that said like $38 for a hotel.
Oh, wow.
Which is bonkers.
And by the time you choose Saturday, it becomes
once you get
a lot
in there,
more.
you're way over.
Well,
so you just have to be careful.
That speaks to your next point, as you go in to plan a vacation or book a trip, you should know general pricing. Like, you should know what's reasonable.
Yep. So that is really important. So every resort, every cruise line is gonna have some sort of baseline pricing, right? So demand will take that pricing up. If there's availability, it might take it down, or if there's no availability, we're gonna take it up. So if you can know the baseline of kind of where a cruise might be or where a resort might be, then that gives you the knowledge that if you see that dip, then that you're getting a good price.
You know that's a reasonable 20% off as opposed to a $38 hotel room that was ridiculous.
Right, and especially with like flights right now, for example, if we know that we want to go to Cancun. Cancun is high right now. So if we can kind of get a baseline of where we're looking, once it drops down, we know that based on the trends, we're getting a better price than normal.
What's skeleton pricing?
Okay, so skeleton pricing is a little bit tricky. So we see this a lot with cruising. So with cruising, you'll see, maybe you'll pull up a search, even direct on a website of a supplier or that particular cruise line, you'll maybe see like $300 per person, and you're like, great, I've got 4 people, $1,200, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But once you get in there, they add taxes and fees, you pick your room, you pick your dates, and even like gratuity type stuff, which is required. You're not going to be.
You're not at $300 anymore.
You're not at $300.
There are laws trying to work against this.
Yes. So there's a law, the California Consumer Protection Law, that does help with this. And I've gotten a lot of communication from cruise lines that starting on July 1st, they are requiring more upfront pricing. So those hidden fees shouldn't be as bad anymore.
A couple other things to consider. You say as you look at the price of a vacation, a hotel, a cruise, whatever it is, consider the customer service that might be built into that.
Yes, so that's so important. So we saw this especially through COVID as things were getting canceled and we were having to call 1-800 numbers. There's a big difference between some third-party sites and sometimes they may not be as easily able to fix your problems.
They're not available.
Yes.
Like the direct.
Right, so either direct or with a professional, somebody on your side to advocate for you. It's just really important that you feel secure, and also that includes like knowing your cancellation policies, knowing what you're getting into, but it's just really important that you have the access that you need if something does
If something
arise.
goes wrong. Kristin, thank you so much. Where can we go to find more travel advice from you?
So brightlifetravelco.com is my website, and then I'm on Instagram. My personal one is Travel Bright.
All right.
So,
thank you so much for the words of warning and the advice. We're going to post a link to this conversation if you found it helpful. You can review with a partner or family members who you might be vacation planning with. And also we'll link you over to Kristin's website as well for that connection point.